Peter. I was wondering if every time Big Macintosh goes, yep, do they have to fly you into the studio every time? Come on.
They don't fly me ever to the studio.
Do they have to bring you in every time?
Yeah, they do. I sometimes walk, I sometimes drive to the studio, but I always go in when they need me. We record 7 new yeps that they put in.
This is something for the both of you. I know one important part of being a voice actor is being able to have a good accent for most anything. Any good accents you could probably do? Like maybe British or Australian?
Oh man. No. I've got like 3 voices and they all sound the same. No, that's actually, you know, in terms of like professional growth, that's something that I need to work on. I have like a bad British accent, and that's about it.
I've been blessed with an ear for it.
I've been able to, I'm quite lucky on Littlest Pet Shop particularly to be, I've been given a lot of different accent roles. I principally play Sunil, who is an Indian mongoose. I've also played the British-ish butler. I've also played the a Chicago maintenance park worker. I've also played the host of a reality show based fairly loosely on Steve Irwin, the Crocodile Hunter. Nah, it's not. Nah, it's not. Nah. Oz is real easy. Listen, here's what you do. Well, could you do a Cockney? Badly? Alright, badly's good. Can you do a Cockney? Anyone? Alright. Imagine yourself now, you're impoverished, right? South side of London. 1870 something or what have you. Hungry, steal a loaf of bread, they catch you, put you on a boat. 6 months at sea, right? 6 months in the dark, in the hole, can't see a thing, rocky, back and forth, sick making, right? Finally, they let you out, it's blazing hot. Crikey, it's hot. And you just sort of slide into it, don't you? And that's it. And that's how that accent happens.
Question for both of you. You guys keep talking about how, you gotta adapt with your voices as different episodes come around. What character type do you think is more difficult to adapt for? A larger role that goes through a lot of growth and development, or a smaller one that's more flexible?
The smaller ones are never flexible. The smaller ones are really hard. When you have a lot of growth and development, your voice can do more, and you have a better knowledge of your character, and you can actually react to situations. When you have a small part, you have to come in with one line and embody a real person, or what a real person's voice would sound like. And it's hard because you are filling that vacuum of a whole life in one sentence. So.
And they don't always know what they want out of that small part either. So sometimes you go in and you're like, I could sound like this! And they go, no, that's wrong. What else can you do? And then you're standing at the microphone in a room full of people going, you have to come up with it. You got to be there. That's definitely hard.
This is for both of you. I was wondering if there's any choice you could have to voice any of the other characters, who would it be?
Okay, I obviously, and there's a small group of us in Vancouver who audition for every show, and I auditioned for the main 6. I wanted Applejack so bad. Oh man, I think I sound something like this, but obviously it's not as good as what Ashley did, because Ashley was the one that got it. But Applejack is like, there's so many, as I said before, there's so much rejection, and you just gotta, as soon as you walk out of an audition, you just be like, okay, done, I don't care. But there's some jobs, and because this has become such a phenomenon, they just haunt you, and you're like, I wanted Applejack, I wanted it. So, I would love to have been Applejack.
I mean, there haven't been a lot of opportunities on My Little Pony for other male roles. I suppose if there were any other role that I would love to have a crack at, it probably would have been Discord, but honestly, that casting is so perfect. Like, that kind of takes away my, any eagerness that I had for it. Like, I just kind of go, oh, yeah, no, that's it. Go.
We're going to take about 5 more questions and we're going to wrap it up. Oh yeah, I'm going. I'm working on it. I'm getting there.
Okay, this is a question for both of you. If you had a chance to voice any of the background characters, who would those be? Like the background ponies, like Lyra, Dr. Who's, all those type of people.
Any of them I want to work. I would love to play Granny. Your Granny voice is good.
I just thought about what Tabitha would do, and then did that. Yeah, no, anytime, there's no specific one. Anytime there's an opportunity to work, I would like it. Yes, she does.
Tabitha voice doesn't she?
I don't have any preference. I'm going to leave it at that.
This is for both of you. If either of you could voice act any existing fictional character ever, no matter what the show, what would it be?
Do I have to choose just one?
Does it have to be voice? I want to be the Red Woman on Game of Thrones. The Red Woman. I want to be her.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a voice. I want to be Doctor Who. I've been watching since the 70s. Come on.
Hey, my question's for you, Peter. I just wanted to ask and let us all know how Alien Abduction is doing.
There's Alien Abduction. I probably have to tell everybody what it is first, because not everybody probably knows. Last year in Canada, there was a contest called Cinecoup, which was just basically a new funding model for Canadian film. And basically what they asked was for filmmakers across the nation to produce a trailer for a movie that they would like to make. My friends Maddie and Mikey Granger decided to put together a trailer called Alien Abduction, in which I played the alien. The abduction is, I have been abducting this little boy since he was an infant because I'm under pressure from my species to prove that the human race is not worth completely eradicating because my race needs a new homeworld, and they've given me till his 30th birthday to prove that you all are worth saving. Except that he discovers that he's being abducted, and so he abducts me. And there's your movie. So they built me this skin-tight blue bodysuit with magnetic spikes on my head that I could remove, and painted me blue. And I was just this kind of innocent idiot. And Patrick Gilmore from SGU was the lead guy, I think. We got into the top 5. The top 5 got to go to the Banff Film and Television Festival and pitch their movies in front of Hollywood, basically. And the number 1 film got $1 million to go and make their movie. The film that won was called Wolf Cop. Dirty Harry, only hairier, yeah. And so you kind of go, oh, all right. But the result of all of that was that they have been trying to negotiate with some people that they met while in Banff for a $3 million budget, and that sort of ultimately means that they're going the more traditional route, which is sort of 5 years longer. So we're in a holding pattern while they wait for everybody to try to sort of figure out whether they all want to fund this idea and make it happen. That's where we are. No, nothing's moved on since Touch of Dustin. Alas. I mean, it's really funny, and I love working with the Grangers. I've done a couple of things with them, and they're ridiculous people, honestly. So it's which I enjoy. So, hi.
Who's your favorite pony besides yourself?
Zakora is a good choice. Hey, my favorite pony besides myself. Do you have an idea?
I think Pinkie Pie. Whenever I get an episode, I just love sitting in the studio and listening to Andrea. She's so good, and they make her do like 3 takes of everything, but she doesn't even need them. Like, they could use anything, and she's, I love listening to it. Those girls have their characters down really tight, and they're so funny and so brilliant. And in a show that has mostly women in it, they're way better behaved than my show, Ninjago,